harmony on there.
Just got juice.
No, all the music just goes.
Yeah. Oh.
You should have Redman produce it.
Oh,
Shake the record off.
Damn, Miguel, that's what I'm talking about. We promoting these albums up here, baby. Yes, sir.
Are you recording, T?
I mean, I'll get it.
Yeah, mine isn't working anymore. Okay. Oh, the battery. So you've been very articulate in expressing your feelings about what's going on with Def Jam.
Yeah.
So you called them. You said some things
We
about.
got a Def Jam member.
I know. So it's kind of awkward. You're saying
That's
things
right. We got
in the blogs like they're not leaders, and you've been very articulate. And I know that Nas kind of felt the same way about the label. What's going on? Have you guys resolved these issues?
It wasn't really an issue. I want to state that for everybody out there. I love Def Jam. They welcomed me in with open arms, and I've been supporting and I've been rocking with them from years. Though, don't even get it twisted. I love them. They were leaders. They were leaders at one time. That's why I said that statement. They were leaders. They knew how to build artists. They wasn't just worried about the radio. They wasn't worried about what anybody else was doing. They had their own program. They set one of the best promotions in the world, the Month of the Man with Red and Mev. That was one of the best promotions, and that was Def Jam. And there's no more of that going on. There's no more touching the people. There's no more going to the towns and buying a beer for the whole club and touching the people. I know we got the viral world and the internet world right now, but we need to get back to the groundwork, and that's what's missing. They used to be the mechanics under the car while the car was rolling. Now it seems like, they on a bandwagon with everybody else labeling what they're doing, and I just want them to get that power back.
Okay.
That's it. Nothing for Def Jam as a label. I love them. They still cut my check.
Just to be clear.
Yeah, just to be clear, because, to be clear, they're giving us a job, and they welcome me in with open arms every time I come up there, even though I still got to get a pass every time I go up there, but we going to ignore that, though. You know what I'm talking about? But it's cool, though.
You sign in?
Yeah, make me sign in and everything, and give them my ID.
What?
That's right. Well, because they had a lot of, little trouble. But, I can respect that. But as a label, I love them. We just need to get back to the groundwork. These people need to be touched. These people need to be seen. We need to go back to the little towns that we don't go in, not just the major cities with the major radio stations, and we need to go back to the little towns.
That's crazy,
to the college radio.
Rosenberg told me the same thing about that. R. Kelly said the same thing. These people need to be touched.
I knew you were going there. Well, can I just say, let me just throw in this real quick. Just because you said it reminded me, shout out to Def Jam, because it does make me happy that there is at least, because no matter how much everyone's cool with going indie, we all know ideally you're on a major.
That's right.
And it is nice to know that Ghostface and Redman and Chic Luch and actual rap artists have a home. Even though they shoved them all in December to get them in the fourth quarter, I still totally appreciate that they're actually out on a major label. So I am thankful for that.
That's right. Big up to Ghostface. He's dropping the album. Big up to Chic Luch. That's my dog. He's dropping the album too. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Saif, what do you want to do? Should we just talk a little bit?
Hey, yo, the Redman album is out today, and Miguel album is out already. Go get them in the stores right now. Blah.
Now.
Miguel.
Yes.
Miguel is on tour with Trey Songz and Usher.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the 2010 going into 2011 Fuck Fest.
I was going to say, get your dick sucked tour.
You?
I wish everyone could
Are
see
you
my
on tour
face
right now with him?
I got the biggest smile on my face. And I'm
You
just
on
shaking
tour
my
right
head
now with him?
Up and down.
How is it?
Yes.
Huh? It's
How
amazing.
is it?
It's amazing. I'm telling you, for real, Red, 14 to 16,000 women who all went and got done up just to see
Yes, sir.
whoever's on the stage.
Yes, sir.
And I get to shake my penis. No, I'm just, okay, I can't say that.
Oh,
Yo,
I can't
it's
say that.
beautiful.
No.
They got you coming on first?
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
ain't got you coming on when they still stacking the chairs or nothing like that, because I ain't
Right,
gonna lie, because
right.
Red and Meth was on the tour once, and they had us coming on when they was still pushing the chairs and stuff out there, but we still tore it down. But they got you out at a good time, right?
Absolutely.
That's
I
good.
mean, we opened up early.
And
but,
your
it's
song is
great, man.
Chicks favorite.
Absolutely.
Song. That's
Yeah.
their
Absolutely.
favorite.
That's cool, man.
Absolutely.
Like Trey is the man. He's the
Trey's
motherfucking
killing.
man.
Trey's
But you have the biggest fucking song
Shut your
right now.
mouth.
Thanks, man.
What?
Did J. Cole get out to
There.
come out with you?
Man, I'm trying to get him out here in New York. We'll be at MSG. I think this week. This week? Are we here this week?
Big up to J. Cole. Like his music.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Shout out to J. Cole.
That's
man.
right. I like his music. Big up to J. Cole.
Can I go to the show?
Talking to me?
Syph is
You're the label guy. Can I go to the show?
Work on it, then.
Syph's asking for
Put that nigga in a spot, right?
Got
Like,
tickets.
yeah, well, yo, I don't know.
But yeah,
So
man.
actually,
Yeah.
At least your whole
Hold on. So now,
a couple of times.
Syph, can we just have a little bit of odd Juan Epstein hubbub here for a second? Where Miguel, this podcast shit. How is it really fantastic, Miguel? This isn't for the radio. This is for the podcast.
Oh, this
is
is
it?
for
This is for the pod. This is me listened to by rap hip hop nerds.
Okay, put it this way. I will bet that our tour bus is probably the most popping on the tour. I will bet money.
Who else is on it?
Miguel.
Oh, the Miguel tour bus.
Drew,
He said, Drew.
our tour bus, the
Yeah,
most
because
popping.
it's your first
Hey,
tour.
Drew, don't be lying, pimp nuts. Is it? It's
No,
the
but
most
that-
popping?
Yo,
But that
as
implies
far-
that you take home groupies. Is that like at
It's
the end of
his
the night?
first
No, I'm
tour.
just
You
saying
know,
we have
K-Fox,
a good
this is
time.
why you don't even
Excuse
get-
me. I'm just
I wanna
saying that
know.
we play loud music and we have a great time. That's
right.
all.
That's right.
Gosh,
There's
this is
no- so
all
you don't have-
clean.
But if you were to
wholesome
take home
fun.
some, if you were to
Drinks.
partake in groupie
We have,
love,
it's time for the holiday season. We're gonna have
Oh,
eggnog,
please.
and we're
Stop
gonna
it.
have all the great.
Nice.
Hey, Fox, you
It's
just
nice.
you just cemented yourself in Juan Epstein pits of hell. Every listener wants to hear him talk about these groupies, and now it feels like Mom showed up to ruin the groupie talk.
I want details about them. though.
Mom.
I do.
Yeah, mom
What?
be
What you want
ruining
details?
shit.
Mom, you
Yo, go
ruined
get
it.
us some fucking Sunny Delight and shut the fuck up, man.
That's some Sunny D. That's some meatloaf.
The purple
Suck
stuff.
these nuts. Suck
Can I get
these
some
nuts.
grape
Whoa!
grape drink,
Whoa!
juice.
All right.
Whoa!
Oh, there's some purple stuff. Oh,
Nuts.
Sunny D. Get Sunny D.
Okay, Reggie, and let's ask
Get
you.
some
Whoa!
sandwich and
Reggie,
get the fuck outta here.
which tour of yours, you've been on many, was the most poppinest in terms of
The Hard Knock Life with Jay-Z, DMX, Red and Meth, and Ja Rule. The most biggest tour ever since the Fresh Fest.
it was it insane?
It was insane. Like
Is
I
it
could say it insane, and it still don't match
You
up to
hear
what it was.
you hear stories, but are they? These stories are real.
Listen,
These things happen. These women hang
it
from
was
chandeliers and
incredible.
who
Yo, it was so off the hook till one of the tour buses just popped up. Remember one of the tour buses popped off the brake and rolled down the street and ran into somebody's house and crashed in their porch? I think that was DMX bus.
probably.
Yo, that's how off the hook it was. Come on, you know me and Meth was flying in the air.
Yeah.
One of my straps popped in Chicago. I fell on one of the guys trying to get on, and I sent them to the hospital. 13 feet out the air. It was off
Okay,
the
okay.
hook.
Who got the most pussy on that tour?
whoa.
I can't even. Let me see. Me. Nah. Let me see. I can't tell because you
Ladies
know what
loved
happened.
Meth. Meth was popping. with
No,
ladies.
come on. Me and Meth always get the crowd popping, but it was to a fact that Jay-Z and I think maybe DMX, they had a separate hotel. So it's like they had their own hotel and they left, the Wild Bunch hotel. So all the people that thought Jay-Z and them was at our hotel, they came to our hotel, and our hotel was like a resort every night. Damn. It was like Punta Cana. It was off the chain. It was. Yo, everybody who was on that Hard Knock Life tour, you already know what it is. You
Some
seen
of
the
those guys
footage?
are married though now.
Yeah. Well, that was old then.
Who was on the road with you? You and Meth. You had the DJ Twins.
Absolutely.
Who else was on the road?
Ja Rule and his crew.
Keith Murray wasn't there?
Keith Murray wasn't on that road. It would have been chaos.
Yeah,
Keith
couldn't
Murray. It would have been extra.
Yeah.
Extra. But
Very scary when he's out.
Ja Rule and his crew. DMX and his crew.
Clue?
Clue.
I think Clue was out there.
Beanie was out. Come on, Beanie was wild. That's my dude too. Beanie was out. He made it extra exciting. He was coming out.
That was a
every night
different kind
ripping
of
it.
excitement.
Yeah, he was ripping it.
Memphis Bleak.
Myth Bleak and his boys, everybody was out, man. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
And everyone got along real well. Even
everyone, and that was the ill part. Emil was out.
Wow. Even crazy ass DMX got along with everyone.
Everyone. I remember when DMX chair fell in the back and shit. He came out in the seat and then his whole seat fell.
Fell backward.
Yeah, fell back.
Who was it?
Yo, DMX. That's my cousin, right? DMX, man. You already know what it is, but everybody got along.
Wow.
Everybody
So
got
that's your
along.
favorite one. That was the most.
The best one ever. Ever.
Was there another? Were you on another huge one
What's
like
the-
that too?
What's the video when you punch the sound man or something? Remember that famous video?
Which one was? Oh, that was Fat Jam.
Fat Jam.
Fat
yeah,
Jam
yeah,
with
yeah,
Russell Simmons. Yeah.
When was that? What year was that?
Yeah, that was like 94. 94.
This is Dare's a Dark Side-ish.
Yeah, that was the dark
You-
side. There's
you-
a lot of drugs going on
What?
in that era.
Was really?
Yeah, I was.
What kind of drugs were you
Probably
doing then?
somebody on stage.
Oh man, I don't know.
Were you on every?
One of them was acid.
Oh, you were tripping a lot.
Yeah,
back
I was
then.
tripping on it.
Who was the big nigga beating the sound man? Was it your crew?
He wasn't big. That was my brother right there. That was my the big fat dude that was just punching. It was one. It was one fat dude that was just punching, and he was punching nothing. He was just punching there, and we was picked on his ass about that till this day. He's just punching down there. He wasn't punching anything. We seen it because my boys told him, like, you wasn't punching nothing, nigga. So long. Yeah, but he wasn't punching nothing. But that was my brother. I pushed him into, the dude that was trying to unplug me when I was rapping. I pushed my brother into it, and he, yeah,
What
Mr.
happened?
Yellow.
The old days of soundmen getting beat up. These days, soundmen are safe, man.
We got the internet now.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, the internet. Everyone can hide in the internet. Even
Everybody has a
soundmen.
camera on their
yeah,
phone.
Yeah, that's right. Camera phones and internet.
Damn
Everyone
shame.
can hide. Now.
Brand Nubian couldn't be out in 2011, man.
You can't get a real ass whooping like back in the day no
So
more.
Mobb Deep, I seen Prodigy from Mobb Deep haul off on somebody, man. It was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
it was like, yo,
couldn't happen.
why'd you turn my shit down? Yo, your set's over. Yo, you don't have the right. Boom,
It's
nice.
over.
Clean.
And that was hip hop.
That's hip-hop.
You know what? You know what though? And as a result, now when I go to hip hop shows, I see all the white people there, and I go, everyone's walking around so comfortable and bold. There was a day when, as the white hip hop fan, you were nervous all the time because people were actually gangster at shows.
So white
Those
boy.
it was like now rappers can't even beat people up anymore.
Because we got the viral and the internet. Everyone hiding now. Everything's viral now. Remember, like, like I hear how people like talk on like the blogs or whatever. Like, you couldn't do that in the 90s. You had to come to the show and actually show your aggression towards that person. Like, yo, I don't like you. I want to fight.
You had to pay money.
You had to pay money to get in the fight. Now you can hide behind the internet and talk and not even live up to being a man of your words.
And think about it, and it
crazy.
can happen at even in situations where, like, you would never get the opportunity to tell the person.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't feel that strongly about it, which means you should probably keep your mouth shut. I'm
Exactly.
speaking to myself too. I'm sure I do the same shit. But it's like, am I gonna go show up and find Kanye in the dressing room and be like, son, enough with the belly shirts?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tweet it instead. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just for no reason.
That's right.
Unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Now that being said, Kanye, enough with the belly shirts, for God's sake. Just pull it up a little bit.
Can you give Miguel some good advice about being on tour?
Yeah, please.
You've been out there a bunch, Red.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you already know Miguel, to watch these shiesty women. You're a young dude out here. I tell you, the women generation now is way crazier than, when I came up in the 90s, we had actual original good groupies. They were groupies.
Wholesome.
They were wholesome. They knew what groupie stood for, and they were proud of it.
Yes.
Now these women out here, they trying to get rich
They think
and they
they're
trying to get
basketball
famous.
wives.
Exactly.
Like, okay, a good groupie back in the day. Let's take Mr. Cheeks on tour. Woke up butt naked with all his money and all his clothes gone. And that was a come up for the girl. You know what I'm saying? She
Par
got
for the
like,
course.
she got a little
That's where it ended.
7,000.
That's where it ended.
That's it.
That's it.
7,000, 3 pairs of
Carl
uptown,
Kanai jeans.
Uptown, white
Carl
uptown.
Kanai.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. He had to come out. When I was on the road with Little Kim, I would put all my money in my jeans in one side, and I would sleep on that side.
Easy.
And anything else they stole was okay.
No, that's for you to take. Now it's like it's the Tiger Woods era. They're gonna ruin your life.
Yes.
It's like they used to be happy. The moment of sucking pardon me, Vet. The moment of sucking cock was the joy. That was why they were there. Guess whose dick I sucked last night?
So
That's
purpose.
right.
Who?
It's so purpose.
Miguel, you're not gonna believe it. Oh, you're not gonna believe it. Now that's not enough anymore,
No,
Miguel.
no. And they're recording and they taking it to another level. So watch out, my brother, because you're young. You got good music out right now. But that generation right now, women, whew.
Have you ever got any money stolen from your hotel room?
Never.
Not yet.
Never.
Yo,
Knock
but,
on some wood.
Yeah.
but yo,
for real.
think about.
But you know what? We always have. Should I tell
What,
him?
you have a,
Should I tell him?
Ah, yeah.
He said,
You have a
yeah.
system. You have a system.
Yeah,
What,
it's
you have
got
an
you know,
extra
it's
room?
yeah, you know what
You
I
have an
mean. It's
extra
like
room?
nothing
Niggas
has
did
ever,
that already.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. You know.
What do you got? What's something new? You're a new creative
Yo,
guy.
I got a scanner, an ID scanner, son.
No, you don't.
Yes.
For the age thing.
Yes.
No, you don't.
And a mobile HIV testing unit.
No, you don't.
Nice.
No, I don't have that. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, where you get that from, son? We better go tomorrow with that, son.
I believe.
No, we don't got that one.
Do you have the
But,
scanner though? Is that for real or no?
No, I don't got the
I
scanner.
believe you.
Sorry,
That
guys.
would've been so hot.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
sorry.
on. You do look good. Hold on.
Next level shit.
You're clear. Insert.
All
All right, so these are lessons to learn.
What we do
though.
try and document though, for real. Also, like for real, we try and make sure we have people's, information. Should anything ever come up,
We know who
we
you
know
are.
where you live, and how do we get this picture of your ID unless you came here and gave it to us?
Very well
Sign
said.
here, please.
Exactly.
Yes.
Dotted line.
Nice.
But no,
Nice.
Miguel's getting a different kind of group.
Yeah,
let's
see-
let's keep it real. Like
Yeah.
even in the month of the man days,
Yeah.
your options are different. He's able to get chicks who aren't even that into music. They just love his song, and they're just they
right.
might not. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
but they're getting done up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having Cosmos before they go out.
Right.
Have a little dinner, go to the show.
you might get
A
the chick
little more
who's-
classy. A little.
Yeah, well, because the thing is, for a chick who Red or Meth is gonna meet, in all likelihood they've been to a hip hop show before. They're
Been dug out before already.
You said it.
And went through the motions.
You
yeah,
said
I
it.
know.
You might get a girl who's like, I normally would never do this, but I love your song and the way you sung it tonight. Boom.
That's what they'll say.
Maybe so. Yeah, good
That's
point.
right.
They say it no
That's
matter
what they'll
In the
say.
new generation right now. That's right. That's what they say.
Yo.
I'm just glad you're enjoying him. I'm just happy for
Who?
you. Just happy for him.
Yeah, because the girls.
You
that
go
would
out with a
to-
live band or is it a
Absolutely.
nice?
No, he
nice.
rocks
Will
out,
not
yo.
Nice.
compromise that.
Miguel's live show is definitely
Absolutely.
it was a
Live band.
pleasant surprise. After we had him here and met him, thought he was a nice guy, thought the song was good. Then I hosted a show for him, and I was
Yeah.
like, I took it to a. I actually then was like respected him as a musician, and he's fantastic live.
Nice.
That was real
So
cool
he'd be
too,
able.
man.
That
I
was
had
fun.
night.
That was a
Yeah.
good show.
Yeah.
I've hosted you
Yeah.
twice now.
Yeah.
And Syph, this guy turned SOBs into Pussfest 2011. I sound disgusting today.
Yo, you know
I'm
what I-
not like this normally.
I don't know if you know this. That night was all wrong.
Why?
Everything went wrong.
Oh, and I forgot.
Technical.
Oh, technically.
I freestyled a whole song.
Hold on, no. And I have to tell you something. Syph, let me tell you this. So outside, I know, but really the term Pussfest is too far. It was a vagina holiday celebration. It was, and I brought my girl with me, so it was the worst because like there's never like this at SOBs. So that night I'm outside, and this girl goes, "Do you have the list?" Or she's like, "Do you know who has the list?" I go, "Oh no, sorry, I don't know." She goes, "Yeah, because I'm here with Miguel. I'm on Miguel's list, but I don't know what to do." The guys at the door who sunned this girl. This girl looked
Smoking.
so fucking good. I went up to her. I went, let me take care of you because no one that's attractive should wait online. I went up to the dude at the door. I was like, can you not tell that this chick is actually fucking with Miguel? Like, look at her. She's on his. Trust me, he wants her in the club. Trust me, he wants her in the club. And I got
Came
her.
with her homegirl?
Yes.
Did she have like curly?
Yes.
Kind of curly long hair?
Yes.
Nice.
I knew she, and I said, I don't know Miguel that well, but I know she's here to see Miguel. She needs to get in.
That's really cool of you, man.
God bless you. No. God bless.
You, brother.
No.
You.
Chick looks so good.
You. No, you. No, you.
He's living out here, man.
You made that happen.
Yeah. Good. Had it happened before then, or was that night the night?
No, I mean that night is it was fun. That night was fun.
That night was fun. It seemed fun.
And I seen him. This guy, yo, he thinks he's big shit because I seen him at fucking Yankee Stadium with Jay-Z and Eminem. Came out. This guy, Miguel.
Jumped on stage
man,
with J. Cole. Yeah.
Came out
that
on
was
stage.
mad cool. Shout out to B.O.B. and J. Cole because that was them. You know, B.O.B. brought J. Cole out that night, and then J. Cole part
Brought
of
you
his
out.
joint brought me out. It was like a residual.
Wow.
Just
Good
showing
lookouts.
love.
Yeah.
It was. That was
Somebody
really cool.
gotta get some of this.
Yo, it was really cool.
Somebody get in this.
Yo, Red, we were talking about this earlier, and I thought you'd be interested to ask. Do you remember watching Jay come to Def Jam and go from rapper who was respected, who the underground people liked, but who really was a nobody relatively, into God Jay-Z? Do you remember Jay-Z as the Jay-Z regular dude Jay-Z?
Absolutely. Come on, absolutely. I did a show with Jay at the Apollo when he was just getting on.
Like first album.
Yeah, like first album kind of thing. You know, I can't do a show with Jay now. But
No, you could.
yeah, I could do it, but I was like up there, like closing after him.
Right. No,
One
Jay,
time,
Jay
like-
warm this shit up for me real quick.
Yeah. I think I closed one time before him and one time after him at the Apollo one time, and it was fabulous.
So, is that weird though? Because you're a rapper who's incredibly respected, incredibly
Absolutely.
successable.
Yeah.
And obviously anyone like Jay-Z
You're definitely on Eminem's top.
You're on everyone's
yeah.
top 5 or 10
Like,
MCs.
Sir.
The greatest people who say he's the greatest rapper. You're on his top 5.
Yes.
Now that said, though, we all know because you're very honest about who you are. You're not on anyone's top 5 richest MCs. You're a pretty regular
right.
dude who's done well.
Real regular with it.
So is it weird watching the guy go from who was also even more regular than you to then watch them kind of turn into this thing? Like I never assumed Jay-Z would become what he is now.
You know what? That's a good question, but it was like, hey, big up to his success. That's what he was going after. I mean,
Even then, you could tell.
yeah, I could tell he was on his way. He was on a different mode than what everybody was talking far as streetwise, far as the hustling business. He had a wit with it. He had a way with it that everybody understood that'd take him a little more faster. And when I seen it rise, it wasn't like I was surprised. It
You
was
weren't
like,
surprised?
wow, no, not at all. Because you know what, he took a lot of people up with him. If it was just him and whatever, but he took a lot. He took his crew up. He took a lot of people up with him. You know what I mean? So he made it happen. Can't knock him.
How many
Can't knock
people
the
you
hustle.
take care of?
I take care of half of the
Newark?
country.
That's a good question. Sai.
I take care of half of the
Literally,
country.
No, honestly, how
Yeah,
many?
seriously.
Like you have people everywhere you look out for?
Yeah, everywhere.
Just family?
Family. I got like at least 25,000 cousins. I'm serious, yo. I go to any state and I can pull out at least 15 cousins that's a little younger or a little about my age.
But where are you? Like,
Where am I?
comfortable? Like,
Yeah, I'm. What far as money, or
like
just
money, but not
or
the
just
money,
far as
like-
life wise, far as
Yeah,
mentally,
yeah,
far
like-
as spiritually,
Life,
far as
finances,
like
everything
the
off you.
house you live in.
Yeah, I'm still renting right now. I own one. I own my MTV crib.
The same classic crib.
Yeah, I own that crib. Yeah, I got that now.
That's yours. That's mine.
That's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine. And I rent out in Jersey. You know what I mean? I rent.
Wait, where's that crib?
What?
The one on MTV.
Oh, that's in Staten Island.
Oh, right, Staten Island.
And I got a little something in Atlanta right now.
Ain't a little something in Atlanta?
Yeah, little
Yeah, but Little Something Atlanta is big.
yeah.
400,000,
Yeah,
you
that's
get a
right.
mini
You
mansion.
get a whole little mini mansion.
Wait, but where do you live?
in
Boston.
Jersey.
You still live in Jersey?
Yeah.
In Newark?
No, not at all. I can't be.
He's the
Like
god,
I'm
he's the
yo.
god of
I know I
Newark.
can't be saying that because I'm still like hood certified. I'm in the hood every day. I don't really live that rapper life, like being in the house and going to other people's studios and drinking and I'm still like hood certified. I go around the way every
Buy
day.
chicken wings and fries.
Yes, it's still real in Brick City.
No.
Hmm?
There's nobody that doesn't like you, right?
No.
Have you ever had a beef with anyone?
I had plenty of beefs, but like my beefs be the kind where I gotta go get my gat and really like call one of my dudes up like, yo, we gotta go handle something. It ain't none of this kind of stuff that go on with this computer and all that.
You've never had public rap beef though that I can think of.
Public rap beef? Nah, not
No
really.
rappers ever. But I'm just saying that's more a testament
You
to
know
how much
what?
people
Nah,
love you.
You know what? Back in the day, they said me and my beef had a deep, but me and my deep has been cool,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
that was
'cause,
some small thing. That was, and I lived
Cosmic,
out
was it
in
the
Queens. I was,
Cosmic thing or
yeah,
something?
I was out in Queens living at that time. So they heard I lived. That was something small though. But now, nah, like the beef I have is like real that you don't really kind of put on the air.
No, don't put it here.
No,
I
you
even
don't.
wanna
You don't
be
really.
tied
you
into
don't
any
really.
of that. Have any residuals?
Nobody, like I said, man, we in the viral world. Nobody don't fight no more. Remember, KRS-One walks up on your stage and punch you in the mouth if he ain't like you.
Do
We
you upstage
we don't have those days no more.
Those days are over.
Everything, yeah, those days over. But
You miss those days?
Yeah, because you had
Fun
to.
or-
Yeah, because it was raw. You know, you had to be raw in those days. You had to be raw as an MC. You couldn't just come out with a record and be the man. You had to earn your way up to the spot. And when you got to that spot, you was respected. You know.
But you've been kind of lucky in that you actually got
Eat your
to
egg sandwich. Go ahead.
You can eat your. You
Man,
can eat
this
your
shit probably cold as hell.
ahead.
I
Eat
ordered
it,
this
eat it.
shit
Start
before
eating.
we started.
Start eating. Start eating.
Sandwich
No,
with your birthday food.
Enjoy yourself. But you got to this place where no matter what happens in rap and how rap has changed, Redman is just sort of you've gotten this sort of eternal respect pass.
Yeah, I do.
Like, and that's got to be nice.
You know what? I earned that.
You sure
And
did.
you know what? I don't have a lot of money. You know, I got like 2 cars. That's it. You know what I mean? I put it out there. I ain't got no big ass house. I ain't got all that. I ain't got.
But
I got this
at
little
any
baby. I got
moment-
the little ring on.
I like it, man. I see
this
your
is
ring.
this is not the can't. What's that ring? Lil Wayne and them got the can't feel my.
Can't feel my face ring.
Yeah, this is the can't feel my waist ring right here. This is the kid version of it, and I'm comfortable with it.
But let me ask you something.
But no, hold on. I want to finish this point. Sorry, Saif. Just that. So, but you're saying the trade-off is, as he eats an egg and cheese and ham and egg and cheese sandwich. So,
What you want?
the trade-off is worth it, though. The money for the respect, having the eternal respect in hip hop.
Cause you know what?
Keep
I
going,
swear
man.
to you, Rosenberg, Cypher, I can walk anywhere, in any hood, anywhere from
No
Chicago's, to Compton, to down south, and I can walk in any hood, and them dudes is like, yo, that's that dude.
No security.
No security. They don't think about, you know, even that dudes that's thugs out there. Because I ain't no thug. I ain't no gangster. I don't want to be that. I got too much personality for that. You know what I'm talking about? So when you know, even a thug dude might see me, they like, you know what? That's that nigga right there. I'm not going, that's how high. Because, yo, I get the hardest dudes. Hardest dudes that I know that'll be problems like, yo, if I had to get with this dude right now to really fight him, I have problems with this dude. But the nigga like, yo, that how high. Yo, music, son. Whereas till he come to a new dude that's in the game and be like, yo, I might rob this nigga after the show.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I love that respect I got. I go anywhere and get that love. Anywhere. And I wouldn't trade that for any money, any Bentley, any whatever the fuck that car is.
I mean, this is the Bugatti.
What it is?
No, this guy's. You're sitting here with someone who is, like, unquestionably, pretty much, top 10 of all time on everyone's list. I mean, there aren't that many people that there are no questions about. You know what I'm saying? The only people that there are no questions about, I think, really are Biggie, Nas, J, M. Pac for most people, but I think there's some questions with
Yeah,
Pac.
there's a lot of.
But I still think for people, I think for people on the East Coast, top 10, there's some questions. But I know West Coast, that would be hearsay. And Redman, I don't know. I don't know who else I know. There's no question marks. There are other people who I think would be there, but who no one would ever question. There aren't that many. That's a pretty special place to have.
So that's how the list is going to stay forever?
Andre makes that.
Biggie?
Oh, Andre 3000. Andre 3000, yeah, you might be there too. I don't know. You've added Andre 3000. That he got added to it. M got added to it. You know, M wasn't always there. I think it took till 2000, 2001 before people.
I think M should move up in the top like 3.
Oh no, M. I think I think he's up there. Although,
What is it that? Let me ask you a question, Rosenberg.
here comes a nerd question.
No, I want to
I'm
ask you.
nerdy.
What is the meaning of the top MC? I want to know. Like, how do you get that spot? What is it that you have to do?
Yeah, what are the?
Cleverest lyrics, I think.
It's like it's voice, presence.
No, see, I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's judged on so many different
No
things.
lyrics.
Does consistency count though?
Exactly.
course.
See that, and
That's different. That's a different list.
yeah, exactly.
Like performers like is a whole nother list.
No. The list that we're discussing, I think, includes all those things. Though, when I say the top MCs,
Because a lot of people won't put Busta on a top MC list, but performers he'll be number 1 sometimes.
Exactly.
Most of the time.
I think you can make a case for Busta on the MC list too. Honestly,
No, I
we
think
need
it's
to
dope.
ask ourselves, what is the meaning of an MC? That's what we need to ask. What is the meaning that makes a great MC?
Yeah, but there's no committee to make that
I know.
rule.
Well,
Shit, we could start one. KRS-One to be the head of it.
exactly. There you go. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is the quality that you have in your rhymes that people appreciate so much? What makes you so
Grunts.
special? You think grunts?
You stop
No
that.
blunt.
Oh, blunts. I did the grunts.
Grunts, blunt.
He's animated. He's unpredictable. He's animated.
Unpredictable is good.
So
That's right.
unpredictability
Yeah,
is definitely a
but
good
rap-
factor.
How about respect? Do that play a part in being an MC? You got to be
Respecting
respected, being respected. Period. As
But
an
you have
MC.
to earn that, like you said. So,
No, because there's some dudes that are respected and they're shit MCs.
like who?
Like who?
I'm not gonna say that.
That's the respect part.
Are you
That's the respect
crazy?
part. That's the respect part.
But they're shit MCs.
But
you
there
know?
is something about Redman as a rapper. Like, I love Redman. He's one of my favorite rappers. But there's something MCs love about Redman that's even different than what I love.
Yeah,
Like your skits.
wordplay.
Your skits are always classic. I think
Okay.
that's what people always respect about.
But like what I'm saying is when I go to a rapper and I go, who are your favorite rappers? They always say Redman. And it leads me to think that they, even though I love Redman,
They're
they
hearing something else?
they hear something else. There's something about how genius people think you are with your flow that I don't think I ever picked up on. I just always thought he was funny and I liked him. You know, that I think rappers hear you and they consider you one of the most pioneering, like,
Redman,
Right.
rapper.
That's right.
You know what I think, and it's crazy because a lot of people may not know, but I listen to hip hop. I grew up like my two best friends that introduced me to music, the music industry, pretty much raised me on hip hop, like classic hip hop, like your shit.
yeah, I can see how much fun
Like-
you're having watching Redman talk right now. So I
Yo,
can
I'm
tell
just
him.
listening. You see
watching
me
him
soaking
eat
it
an
up,
egg
just like, oh
sandwich
my.
is hilarious.
Okay,
That egg sandwich
I'ma
was
tell
off the hook, by the way.
and listen,
Shit
I
was
know.
off the hook. Yeah, it was.
I know my opinion, being an R&B dude may not, but I think what separates the best MCs is that they all have something that's unique to them, and it's all about their person. It's like their personality. Like you, it's all like like you said, you have too much personality to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it comes through in your music.
Yeah.
right.
Same thing with Andre. Same thing with Kanye. Same thing with Biggie. Same thing to me. Same thing with Pac. Same thing
right.
with like they all have something
Super
different about
unique.
them that's only unique to them,
Right.
and their perspective. It comes through their music. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? The rest of everyone else that just kind of is like around and it's cool.
Just make
They just
words
get lost in
rhyme.
Yeah, I could
Kinda
dig
get
that.
lost.
Redman is a rapper,
I could dig that.
producer,
I'm an MC.
DJ.
I'm an MC.
MC.
Yeah, I don't
he
like saying I'm a
DJs.
rapper.
DJ. You are a DJ by
Absolutely.
trade.
Yo,
Originally.
he used to come up here and interview for Flex's show. And he would interview with Flex. And then when they play music, he would go in the DJ booth and DJ the entire time
was
until
me.
Flex said, yo, we about to go back on. He'll come back in the room, do another interview, and go back and DJ.
That was me.
Elements.
Yo, that's the
The
element.
element.
Yo,
What did you
that's
DJ for?
Huh?
Did you DJ for Kane?
No, I DJ for K Solo.
okay. So that makes sense.
For that. Was anybody else?
Do What All Do from the Lords of the Underground.
Yeah, I figured Lord's Underground.
Big up to Jersey. We from Miguel.
Los Angeles.
Nice.
Born and raised. Yeah.
Nice.
Ask you about Jersey.
What about it?
The fuck's wrong with Jersey, man?
Jersey is off the hook. Do not come there if
No,
you
I
don't
love
know
Jersey.
anyone.
I love Jersey, but being raised in New York, we're taught to hate Jersey.
Yeah?
And then once
That's
you
why
go
we used
there,
to rob y'all all the time. Y'all came to the clubs over there. Oh.
But when you go,
Then you all move there.
then when you move there, you're like, this is not bad. Even though there's certain
That's
areas.
why we used to rob y'all every time y'all came
Oh,
from
but
over
then you
there.
get a bad rep in Jersey, yo. You got a bad rep, man.
Who?
When you're driving in the city and you see someone with Jersey plates, you're like, fucking Jersey.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
But I have Maryland plates, so it's even
Even
worse.
though we so close to y'all, we got our own world, man.
I know it's so different.
We so different. As soon as you cross that bridge, 5 minutes, you in a whole different world.
Were you born in Jersey?
Absolutely. Right in Brick City.
Are your parents from New York
No, they from Alabama.
and moved straight to Jersey? Really?
Yes.
And went straight to Jersey?
Right to Newark.
Never went to New York. They moved
Right.
from Alabama.
They said, nah, right to Jersey, because Newark was the spot where the riots was popping at, and we needed some free stuff.
Literally.
Literally.
That is how you were brought into the world.
Absolutely.
That is so perfect.
Beth Israel Hospital, Jersey, what's banging?
Yo, the
Yo, big up
projects-
to Corey Booker.
Yo, the
Big up to Cory
projects-
Booker, indeed.
Yes, big up to
The
Corey.
projects across the street from Prince Hall,
Yeah.
the projects was so bad, they had to tear them down. Like, they couldn't even fix them. They were like, yo, let's just
Burn it
tear
and start
just
over again.
Tear it down.
But you know what I didn't know about my city? Is that we had one of the lowest education rates as far as the kids there in the world almost. That's kind of sickening.
Yeah, no, Newark's bad. Newark's got a lot of
like
bad.
I didn't know we was the lowest though in the country now. You know what I mean? Like there's a billion other cities in the country, and Newark is like at the top 3. We need to get that together.
Bottom 3.
Yeah,
Well,
bottom.
you know, top 3 for being
top
the
of the
bottom,
bad.
yeah, top of the bottom of the barrel. So you know, big up to Cory Booker, everything he trying to do over there. I want to give him a hand.
Give him a hand, man.
As
Yeah,
you
I
should.
am.
And that means a lot because you are the greatest Newark resident of all. Can you
That's
name
right.
who are some other notable Newark celebs
Who, like Queen Latifah?
besides Latifah? Besides anyone outside of rap? We know the few rappers there are.
Bruce Springsteen.
Is he Newark?
Joe Piscopo.
Oh, not Newark.
Joe Pisco's from Newark?
Yeah, ain't he?
Maybe.
Ain't he? Like, I seen him there a couple of times. He said he was.
might be.
Yeah.
Newark is the shit.
Shaq.
Shaq Diesel.
Shaq Diesel's from Newark. What?
Yeah,
And he didn't start spending none
which
of that
reminds
money
me. Which reminds me. Here's a good topic to cover with Redman before we let him go. What's you've collaboed with fucking a lot of people.
Mm.
A
Yeah?
lot of people. Yeah, a good amount of people.
Yeah.
You had an M collabo, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Had an M1
Oh, that was on
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
what was that?
How
That
High
was-
2?
No, that was on
that Flex's album?
How to Be a Player or something like that. Def for Def
Oh,
Jam.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
Nutty
yeah.
Professor.
Nutty Professor too.
Wait, what's the shit you did on Flex album?
Oh, that was the come on, that was the Flex when he had that the mixtape albums going on. I did like 2 of those.
Yeah, you were on
There's
a few of those.
Fucking fire when you did. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, he did. He had a fucking banger.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tribe.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Took you saying?
Absolutely. With me and Buster.
Stepping it up.
Me Buster.
Busta?
Yeah, Tip.
What's your favorite one? What's your favorite outside shit you've done? Not really including all the Woo shit, because the Woo shit's. I mean, you've done a lot of classic.
You know what?
my favorite Woo shit is the dum 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 dum.
Yeah, with Ghostface. Yeah.
You've
Big
had
up to Ghostface, man. I had a lot of collabos, but I want to collabo with somebody in the future for future works. Like I want to collabo with Jamiroquai.
Oh, dope.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be dope.
That's who I want.
That is a random.
That's
dope.
who I'm looking to collabo with.
But hold on.
Collabo with Miguel on one, so I could get one of them radio
No.
joints going on.
Get out of here.
Get Red and Meth on the joint.
We already got one. It's,
Okay,
it's Fat
you
Girls
need
Don't
Red and
Cry.
Meth. We here, Miguel.
It's
Yo,
dope.
I want to do one with Jamiroquai, man.
Why Jamiroquai? I love Jamiroquai's first 3 albums, but I haven't really listened to Jamiroquai in a few years. Why? Why Jamiroquai?
It's like, why not Jamiroquai?
I mean, I hear that.
I like Jamiroquai from like early 90s.
Yeah.
Early
Yeah.
90s Jamiroquai.
And I would tell him, let's do one of those early joints.
Yeah.
That's
Let's take
those
it back.
joints. You would act. That would actually make sense. In a
Yeah,
way.
absolutely.
It would have.
I'm
The
looking
first 3 albums, Jamiroquai. It's like, do you ever listen to them?
Mm-hmm.
The first 3 are so fucking good.
Ryan
man.
Leslie, I dig Ryan Leslie. How about Ryan Leslie?
I haven't worked with him yet, but we've been talking about working forever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get one of them with him.
Last time I talked to him, he was like, "Dude, we keep talking about it. We're talking too
Yeah.
much."
Damn. Why doesn't it have your
When you talk to him, tell him Red want a track from him as well.
Let's do it.
Yes.
I'm trying to look. I'm trying to.
Making business up here, baby, too, baby.
You were nominated. Actually, funny that we mentioned collaborations.
Damn, how I forget that
You were
one. De La
nominated for a
Soul.
Grammy with Christina Aguilera. I forgot
No,
about
De
that.
La Soul, too, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Ooh, you were also nominated for Ooh De La Soul, best rap
Yo.
performance by duo or group.
Grammy with Christina Aguilera? What is that?
I love this dude, yo.
He's the
I ain't never know
greatest.
that. I ain't never know that.
You were nominated for that as well.
No, I never knew that. We was nominated for a Momo Award overseas.
Mobo.
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 Is Mobo or Momo?
I don't know.
Mobo.
Mobo.
I haven't even been overseas. I don't know.
You talking about in London?
Yeah.
Yeah, the B is sideways. It looks like an M. It looks like
Oh,
Momo.
okay.
It's Mobo, yeah.
Mobo Awards. I stole one of those, matter of fact.
Wait, hold on.
I did. They didn't want to give me one. They gave Christina one and left me empty-handed like I
And you
wasn't
just took
there.
one?
Took it right off the desk.
What does it say? What
It's-
name
it,
is
it
on
don't
there?
say anything. It's just blank.
But it's
But I
yours.
took it. Yeah, I got that.
Yo,
They know it.
I didn't realize you were nominated for De La Ooh.
That's right.
What
They
an
got-
amazing song to be nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's way too good a song to actually get nominated for a Grammy.
absolutely.
Fuck. Who did that one? Rockwilder? Who did that?
No, Rock ain't do
No,
that.
they
I
did
forgot.
it.
De La did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it late most of the shit.
Well, some, but then back in that period is when they started doing some Dilla shit and some other random shit. And
Actually, Dilla's all over that album.
yeah, Dilla's on that joint a few times.
Dilla.
Man.
Yeah, you never did a Dilla joint?
You know what? I had went right to his house like a month right before he passed, man, to get some work in. Matter of fact, I got that Michael Jackson track that
Q-Tip used?
Yeah, I had that one when Tip had it. Yeah,
And never rocked to it?
yeah, I rocked to it.
You
I got
rocked to it?
I got it.
Where
I can
is
send-
it?
I can send it to
You
you.
won't send it to me.
I can send that to
This
you.
will be lost.
I can send that
Yo,
to you.
Reggie. Sorry, Reggie. You have
Yeah,
no idea what that fucking dad is.
Yeah, there's no
you have
fucking-
no idea what that is.
What?
That Jay Dilla song.
What Jay Dilla song?
You-
The beat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And
Where
you
is it?
I I got it.
That.
Where?
What, the one that I rock
tape,
to, the
like, you
Michael
know that
Jackson
tape.
track?
Yes.
You talking about? I have that
Is it
right
on
down.
that?
Yeah? No, it's not on that. No, it's on this in my computer. Matter of fact.
Yo, you guys want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
I actually did a record over a Dilla beat before he passed.
Right
You mean-
before he passed?
On J Love Japan. Yeah, the first release.
You're
of
on J Love Japan?
Yeah.
Really?
The first release of it, the first pressing of it, I'm on it.
What song?
It's called Sun in My Face with Blue.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't
you
know.
That, see, Blue is like my best friend from high school.
No.
That's how I met. That's how I got introduced to everything.
Have you ever heard Blue?
From where?
BLU.
L.A.
LA.
BLU?
BLU.
Because Blue and Red Man would be so.
That would be crazy.
Blue
And
Red.
he put
Yo,
me on to
Blue
you.
Red,
Like you're
Crips
one
and
of his
Bloods.
favorite MCs.
No.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Dog, Blue is so
Yes.
nice. He's one of the nicest dudes in the underground world and nationally. Blue's the fucking man. Like he's ill. You gotta hear him because Blue and Redman. When I get my collaboration album done, which I'm trying to do, that's the song I need to make happen.
Yo,
Blue and Redman
Yo,
would be fire.
that would be ridiculous.
Nice.
And you're his top 3.
That's what's
Of
up.
course
Big
you're
up
his
to
top
Blue.
three.
Big
Shout
up to
Blue,
Blue.
yep.
Big up to
Yo,
Blue.
hold on. I want you to answer Sife's question. You're saying
I got it. Rosenberg, your collaboration album, Blue and Red. Call it Red, White, and Blue. That's the name of the song.
Wow.
come on
That just happened.
with me talking
Right
on the
now.
beginning, and then you have Red, White, and Blue.
Cypher don't get gassed.
All right, hold. So
My
Red.
favorite. I'm sorry.
No, go
Real
ahead.
quick. I tried to make this collabo happen. Never happened when I was on.
I know.
Raucous.
I'm gonna make it happen for this album.
Beat nuts and alcoholics. Lick nuts. Tell me that wouldn't be the shit.
But take it to the next level. Explain why on the next level it's even
hard.
better.
Why?
'Cause they're the same group.
They're the same group. They just live on 2 different coasts. They're the same people.
The Alcoholics and the Beat Nuts are the same. Just one's from fucking Queens and the other ones are from L.A. It's amazing.
Lick nuts, man.
Three-man group. Three-man group. Producer / MC in the group who produced the group. Content's all about digging for records, fucking and getting fucked up. Maybe beating the shit out of someone, especially if you're the Beat Nuts.
Right.
That's it.
Sorry. So anyway, go ahead.
So you're saying this song is just sitting on your computer. You have an eye. How disorganized?
Where's the computer? Though?
Yeah, hold on.
It's
Do you
in
know where your computer
storage
is? Do you know where your
in, like,
computer is?
Yeah, I
in
do.
Roswell, New York.
And Red-
Jersey.
and
Still
Red-
calling it a computer.
And Reg, do you appreciate that we think we know you're so good as an artist that we think we know you so well that we can laugh with you like you don't know where your fucking computer is, because we know you're disorganized. Like we know you. Like
I got my computer, man. I got it with me, man.
and it's in your house.
Yeah.
And how fucking disheveled and awful is your iTunes? That shit must be.
No. Actually, I got a studio. I got a studio in my spot that was on MTV Cribs. That's where I recorded the Blackout 2 album at, and recorded this Reggie album out. That's today.
That's in stores.
Yeah, in stores right
stores.
now. I recorded that album out the Giller House studio, so it's on my computer on my files.
And it's safe and sound.
Safe.
How do you travel? Like you drive, you just go to the studio and then just drive, go get something to eat, and then
Everything by yourself.
Yeah, it's great.
you drove here?
No, I caught a car here because I'm too much traffic.
Def Jammable. There are still perks to being on a major,
just
i.e.,
saying, like-
hey Yvette, get me a sandwich. I need
You
an
know this
egg
shit.
sandwich.
You drive out to fucking Staten Island to record. Then you go to do a show. Who tells you? Who tells you when you have a show?
James Ellis.
Oh, James Ellis does tell you that. See, he has a
You have
manager.
a road manager?
No, I don't have a road manager.
Who tells you when to wake up, where you gotta be?
Man, come on, man. That's like a job. You
You
gotta
don't do it. I know you don't do
Yo,
it.
come on, Syfe. Like I got up today.
He made it here.
I
he
had
was
to.
on time.
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah.
On
Cause,
time.
you know, because Def Jam ain't playing with them car services.
It's outside.
They give you one stop and that's it. If you got, if you got more than any stops after your one stop, it's a wrap. So I gotta make that car happen.
No as directed.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Def
as
Jam.
directed.
Right.
No as directed.
Right. No as directed, right?
I used to fucking rock as directed, yo.
What? Yo, remember that? Remember that Syfe?
Yo, I got.
I used to be uptown just sitting with the car out there, talking to people like 3 hours, car just sitting there. I used to take advantage of the car service. I used to whore that shit out. I used to be uptown. Yo, 145, what's good? Branson, what's good, baby? Me and Big, yo, especially Biggie too. He wasn't playing. Biggie used to be uptown all the time. Car service just sitting.
You never did a song with Big, did you?
Not when he was alive, but
They
you know,
did
Pump him, yeah.
That shit was dope though.
But I seen Biggie though a lot. Definitely.
You guys hung out. You guys hung out a lot. I know he felt.
Not hang out, but you know, I used to see him uptown Branson's, and then and then I used to see him down.
Branson was retarded. I don't understand that whole
Who?
brand. Every single person shouted out Branson, the weed spot. Like,
What kind of weed spot is
yeah,
this?
well,
How could it be
it
so
was the
public?
first weed in a glass jar. People
I've
used to
heard of
flip
this
out.
legendary place. I've
But
heard of it.
how are you a weed spot shouted on every single rap record? Like, you snitched on him. You ruined him.
And they were safe. Nothing happened.
No. Come on, he know how to handle that. You got to be a big man, a boss, to know how to handle that.
How does it make
Why
you?
do they keep shouting me out? Shut the fuck up.
Just come buy your weed.
No.
How did it feel? How does it feel every time you hear fucking the greatest of all time, arguably, go rocking Redman and Naughty? You're like the definition of listening to hip
No,
hop.
no.
What?
No, sorry.
What?
What?
Let's see what that is. Not on the air.
Oh, something off the air?
Yeah.
Way to have an awkward one FC moment.
Sorry.
But yeah, how do you feel like
Can't say it with him here.
you're generally yeah, what does that mean? You're generally referenced though by people like that. Like throughout. It's got to be good, man. No one
Yeah,
references
of
me for
course.
shit.
Yeah, just show I'm doing my job, man.
Yeah, man, I don't
Because I shout people out too.
Mm-hmm.
I shout the greatest out too, so I return the favor.
Who's your favorite?
Right now, besides KRS-One and Slick Rick,
Those
because
are-
no one don't mess with KRS-One and Slick Rick.
That's your 1 and 2.
Nobody. And EPMD, you know, because they was one of the ones that like definitely molded me as far as my career. But Slick Rick and KRS-One, nobody.
That's your number 1 and 2.
Nobody. Get them all. Get whoever you want right now. Anybody new. Any newcomer right now. Put them against KRS-One right now. Anybody.
Takes an L.
Anybody.
So you're telling me that you rode with KRS-One in the battle versus Nelly?
That was a battle?
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't even a contest right there.
Oh, this has been fun, man.
That wasn't even
This was
contest.
fun, man.
This was really nice. Good quality time.
And
Miguel just got to hang out with during the
Yo,
Juan
I'm-
Epstein.
I'm like, thanks for the
This is-
tap.
yeah, this is
I'm
pretty
like,
good.
Yo, I'm
they gotta go. He gotta go promote his album. Redman gotta go promote his album.
Absolutely.
Mom's gotta get back to making grilled cheese sandwiches.
peanut butter and jelly, please, mom.
And,
Got your peanut butter jelly.
Whoa!
Hey.
Whoa! Hey! Look out!
K Fox is talking dirty on Twitter and everything. I don't
Every
know.
once in a while, K-Fox comes perfect with one.
Hey!
Yeah, earlier, earlier, K-Fox accidentally says to Miguel, she's like, yeah, you better give me a call, blah, 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 or I'm going to talk dirty about you on Twitter. I said, no, it's not talk dirty. Talking dirty means something else.
Spoken like a true mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Darn it.
Spoken like a true mom. Or I'm going to talk dirty to you. What do you mean? That's not a threat. You talk greasy or grimy.
Oh!
You can't talk dirty to a guy. He won't think you're mad at
oh
him.
man, this is great.
Reggie, the album's out.
Listen, we had Jay-Z on.
Mm-hmm.
You're the first podcast after Jay-Z. This is
But the Jay-Z one was so legendary. Yo, shout out to everyone that gave us love on that Jay-Z interview. It was so legendary, and people said there's no way to top it. And we just took it completely left today.
this today.
Out of here. What was the Jay-Z?
No, we made, Jay was talking about shit he never spoke about before ever. It was the illest, people saying it's the illest Jay interview ever.
If you truly know where your
outta
computer
here,
is,
man.
if you truly know where your computer is, when you get home, I'm gonna text you the link to my website. Just go click on it. It's worth a listen. It's like he just gave some real jam. If you want to look at streaks, our streak right now is Quincy Jones. Jay-Z, Redman. Back to back to
Don't
back.
forget
podcast.
Miguel. Don't
Jones?
leave Miguel out.
No.
Miguel's just hanging out with us.
I'm just chilling.
He's just chilling.
Miguel's gonna be.
Miguel will get his own Juan Epstein one day.
Observer.
One
today.
day-
I'm just
He'll get a
enjoying-
featuring. I'll give him a featuring.
This day, okay, you know how
The feature.
You gotta
we're gonna
make
have
it, yeah. You
we're
gotta.
gonna have some douchebag R&B star in like 2-3 years, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, I'm on tour with so and so, and Miguel's headlining." He's gonna say that.
And he's gonna say the same shit. He goes, "Guess what? My bus is
My
the
bus
most
is
popping.
popping.
Bus can't see my
bet
bus."
Miguel's a
Willing to
douche.
bet
He
money.
got his wife on his bus with him, his kids. He's whack.
He's so old and boring.
I got
now.
a gut and everything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, we're gonna go on tour, y'all.
All right, good looking out, guys. Fun times.
Yes.
Reggie,
yes.
I'm gonna. The dream would be, and this won't ever happen, but we're gonna put up this podcast tomorrow. The dream would be is that I'm going to hit you up later tonight, and you're going to email me that Dilla song. So in our post, it says plus. And it would be great buzz, Def Jam, if the day of his album, we also leak this song that has never been anywhere. It would be awesome. Awesome. Look at it. I can see the challenge.
Wow.
He's not going to do it.
I might have to fuck with you with that.
It would be a good look,
I
though.
might have to do that.
It'll be
I
a
might have
good
to do
look.
that,
The
man.
Def Jam not paying for him to go to the Gilla house
To go get it?
To go get
He won't get car service.
Yeah, I know
there.
I have to do that. Yeah, the car service is out.
Yeah, you already got it.
Yeah, my own self.
Cab to Staten Island.
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
get the hip hop world. If I did a PayPal account to raise money to get you to go pick up the Dilla song, we could get you thousands and thousands of dollars from the hip hop world who
I
want to
appreciate that. I appreciate
That's
that.
epic that happened, and
Yo,
you actually
all
did.
right. All right, this is the crib from MTV Cribs, right?
Yes.
Just get in the cab,
Mm-hmm.
and when you get there, you have the dollar box on top of the fridge, and just pay the cab with the dollar box.
That sounds absolutely correct.
Am I right? You have
yeah,
the dollar
yeah. Well, I
box?
can do that then, man. I could get you the song. It's no problem, Rosenberg. I got it.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen.
I
We got
got it.
hip hop history right here.
Damn it. Gave me some extra shit to do
Album
today.
release day.
Today, but it's gonna pay off for
Yeah,
him.
yeah, I know. It's got some extra shit to do. All right, that's what's up,
Yo,
man.
tomorrow the nerd world would be nuts if it said Redman produced by Dilla. The world would go, and you're never gonna be able to clear it. It's never gonna come out for real.
Yeah, of
Tip
course.
already used it. Dilla's mom ain't fucking with anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like it would never come out anyway. So we might as well just let the world
Wow.
live.
Okay. I might have to do that just for you bringing that up. I might have to do that because it is just sitting.
Juan Epstein classic, man. It's
Good
a
one.
mission.
Good one. And
Dun,
by the way,
dun,
I'm gonna go
dun,
outside
dun,
and look forward to the 25 degrees because it's 125 degrees with all these men in the studio, and 2 women actually. So you guys contribute.
Reggie the album out today in stores right now. Miguel's album in stores right now. Go
Yeah.
pick him up.
No, I'm gonna give you some advice. Go get Miguel's album.
That's right.
Straight fire. You're gonna want that to get some romance going with your girl.
Absolutely.
When you're in the store, pick up What the Album.
Oh,
There is a Dark Side.
yeah, you might want that too.
Muddy Waters.
Mm.
Something 2000.
Doc's the name.
Doc's the name 2000.
Uh-huh.
This is where you're starting to lose track.
Yeah, but
Just get them.
They're fire.
Thank you.
Fire.
Appreciate
One
that.
of the
bro.
greats. Thank you, Reg.
Yes, yes,
Why? He's
yes,
clapping
yes,
up for
yes,
himself.
yes,
All right,
yes.
all right.
Got to. I'm a veteran. Huh? I got to. I gotta build it up. I gotta build morale.